As you know, the parallels I'm making are between Purim and the Mezuzah and the Shekinah. For me, the Shekinah, represented by Malchus, rises to Keter on Purim and becomes Keter Malchus. How we get the parallels here, Shekinah has a gematria of 385, which is the same as the gematria of the Osea world. It is also the gematria of Michael, the angel spelt out in full. But this Osea world, which is the Shekinah and is the Malchus, is the place of the Mezuzah. And how is the Mezuzah related to the Shekinah? If we spell just the din of Shekinah, the din is kaf yud nun hey. If we spell that out in full, so we get a full malui of the din. That's kaf, it's 100, yud, it's 20, it's 120. Nun is 106, that's 226, plus hey, that's 6, that's 232, and that's the gematria of the full spelling, the full malui of Mezuzah. So the din of the Shekinah relates to the Mezuzah. And if we, the highest name of Yud-Kei Vav-Kei is also that 232. It's the four spellings of Yud-Kei Vav-Kei. 72, 63, 45, and 52, which is 232. So this is the Mezuzah. This is the din of the Shekinah. All related there. Now, the Kedusha of the Shekinah is visible in the Shin that's visible to us on the Mezuzah. So the Shin itself, as the Kedusha, and then the din of that becomes the Yud-Kei Vav-Kei name. And that really shows the Keter Malchus, because the Shin is the crown. Now, what I've also done is I've added this. I'm going to use some notes here today. Usually, as you know, I like to not go by notes. But if I add the Shin, and it's in its full spelling, to the full spelling of just the Shin itself, in its full spelling, added to the din of the Malui, I get 360. 360 plus the 232 comes out to be 592 plus 13 letters plus one for all, and that becomes etzmutz, or root. Now the reason I'm showing this, because so that's the full spelling of Shekinah is 606 plus these 13 letters and one for all. Now a very strange thing is, if you take Adonai, Aleph, Dalet, Nun, Yud, and spell it fully out and just take the din letters. So in other words, Aleph, I will take only the Lamed and the Pei. For the Dalet, the Lamed and the Tov. The Nun, the Vav and the Nun. And the Yud, the Vav and the Dalet. And if I add just the din of this, of Adonai, I get 606. 606 is how I just spelled Shekinah. So the din represented in the Adonai name, which is also obviously of Malkus and the Osea world, is also 606. There are other gematria here that bring all this in to show the prevalence of the Mezuzah and related to Purim, which is what I'm trying to say today. And also always remember, if it's related to Purim, it's related to Pesach, because Purim is the underlying aspects of Pesach, the hidden of the revealed. Obviously, the blood on the lintel, on the doorposts of the 10th plague, and the plagues representing to bypass the homes with this as a safety measure, because it means that there are Jewish people there. This is Mezuzah in itself, in a more brought out aspect, before the coming out of Egypt. And so this same Mezuzah here has a relationship to the saving of the Jews in Purim through Esther, who is this related level of Adonai and Malkus. And so here we go into a very deep aspect here. The whole spelling of Mezuzah as Mem, Zayin, Vav, Zayin, Hey spelt out is obviously the 232. But if I now just take the din of that Malui, of that spelling, okay? If I take the din, I get Mem, I get Yud Nun, I get Vav, I get Yud Nun, I get Aleph. Now, this is what I want to do. I want to take this fully spelled out. I want to take the din, not as just mem, but the full spelling of the mem, so it's mem, mem. I want to take the yud, nun, the din of the Zion, in its full spelling, yud, vav, dalet, and then nun, vav, nun. So I'm going to do that to the letters of mem, of the Malui of Mezuzah, and I get 455. 455 as mem, yud, nun, vav, as vav, vav, the yud, nun, and aleph, 111. That comes out to be 455. 455 is the spelling of the three names of Aleph, Hey, Yud, Hey. Actually, the name of Keter, the 50th gate. Aleph, Hey, Yud, Hey has relationships to both Bina and Keter. It's the 50th gate. These three names are the fully spelt out din of Mezuzah itself. Ehyeh is the fully spelt out din of Mezuzah itself. Now, if I combine, that in itself is my big Hiddush right here. That the din of the din, the full din of the din of Mezuzah is 455, is Aleph Hey Yud Hey. And that in itself is a very big deal. Because we're showing how the Mezuzah relates to these names. And where it relates. And how, as a hologram, all you need is the Mezuzah to bring you into the full consciousness of Judaism. My whole idea is a holographic Judaism. That you start anywhere. Let's start on the letter Vav. It could be the slant of the Mezuzah. Let's start on the Aleph. Let's start on the Bet. It's a good one to start. It's the first letter of the Torah. So we have duality there. Any place you start, you can unfold everything from that one unit. That's how holographic and beautiful it is. So now these din of the din, plus I'm going to do the Kedusha with the din, the full spelling of the Malui, and then the Malui of the Malui, and that comes out to be 232 for Mezuzah, plus this new 455, that's 687. 687? Wow! Relates to what I just gave before, Adonai, as 606, as in the Malui. Plus 65 is the Kedusha for Adonai. That's 671. And if I add the 12 letters of Adonai, plus 4 words, that's 687. So Adonai here has the same gematria as what I've been showing for Mezuzah. And it's the Malui and the Malui of the Malui, of the din of the Malui. And so here I am showing the parallels between Mezuzah and Adonai. Excuse me, not only Adonai, but Ehyeh, Aleph Hey Yud Hey. And so how these two names, how the name of Adonai, Aleph Daled Nun Yud, comes and crowns a part of the Ehyeh, which is the crown. Again, this is a Keter Malkus here. All showing the participation of Mezuzah in Purim. And if it's in Purim, it's in Pesach. And we know it's revealed in Pesach. But this is how it's hidden in Purim. And this beautiful few minutes here reveals an awful lot about the Jewish opus in general. The importance of a mezuzah. And how one should look at the mezuzah and touch the mezuzah on every entrance through every door. And quite frankly, one doesn't need much more in Judaism than to recognize the mezuzah. The mezuzah of the house, the gates, is a surrounding light, equaling the tzitzis on the body, which is also a surrounding light, but attached to the body. This is a surrounding light around everything, even higher, even more away. Its importance and its energy has to be recognized and found. So with that, I'm going to bring this same thing up again in another one, because this is my thing of the mezuzah and finding Aleph Hey Yud Hey within the mezuzah, in the spelling, and obviously the Yud Kei Vav Kei within the Mezuzah in the spelling. Besides the Adonai, the 65, which is the simple spelling in Mezuzah itself.